Action fans making their return to NFL stadiums, please go to NFL.com/tickets. They are available. The schedules are known. Everything is ready. Go purchase your tickets to see your favorite team today. Feels good to say that. Things are a bit more normal. It was so great to see fans showing up for their teams all across the league. All 32 teams on the field for the first time ever on Back Together Saturday. Now, while all this was going on, all this hoopla, all this celebrating, there was a different kind of celebrating going on. A friend of the show, Lions quarterback David Blau, who was here on the show with his wife talking to us. She was like every other fan over the weekend. He was cheering on another friend of the show, Melissa Gonzalez. She was competing in the Olympics in the hurdles. Let's take a look at him watching her race with his teammates. Jared Goff's in the background. Take a look.
We gotta go, Mel. We gotta go, Mel.
It's so passionate. I mean, what's that like when you're cheering on somebody that's in your locker room and something in their life is so important?
I love the fact that the teammates showed up to support him a little bit. And she also broke the Colombian record, I believe it was, for the 400.
55.32.
Yep, exactly.
It's awesome. Awesome husband-wife moment. You know, like we don't get to see our wives run in the Olympics, but you know, if your wife does the PTA meeting or whatever it is, like you get fired up and
support
see that
her.
stage was awesome.
Support
Hell
her.
yes.
Yeah.
Semifinals coming up this morning, right?
Okay.
Am I right about
Hey!
that? Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see
Love
if we
that.
can get another live reaction.
Yeah, Enza, put it on in the back. We're
Yeah.
watching that as we welcome in Will Selva on the West Coast with the news. That's how we applause and cheer you before you come on every morning.
Hey, I love it. And we also should recognize as well Robert Quinn's sister, who won a gold medal for her performance in the 100-meter hurdles as well. So either way, congrats to all the Olympians. And I just love when we had David Blau and his wife on. Just a very cool, funny moment. So congratulations to her. Now, switching gears to what's happening in Indianapolis, of course, the Colts were hoping a change of scenery would revitalize the career of one Carson Wentz, but it has gone off to a rocky start there due to now a foot injury that Carson Wentz is dealing with. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport is reporting the Colts quarterback plans to rest and rehab his foot injury over the next few days rather than undergo an immediate procedure. This option now leaves the door open for Wentz to be available for the regular season opener, but if his foot doesn't improve, surgery might be required, but still shouldn't keep him out of many games. Fingers crossed, to say the least. Trevor Lawrence wrapping up his first week of training camp as the man in Jacksonville. Despite being the #1 overall pick, Lawrence still treating camp as a competition for the starting gig, saying, quote, "It has to be a competition. Nothing can be given." He joined inside training camp and gave an assessment of his first week on the job.
We've had a great week. You know, today wasn't my best day, but that's kind of what I think training camp's about, is working through the kinks, really gelling as a team, as an offense, and we're still figuring some stuff out, but we've been working our tails off out here the past week and really looking forward to getting back Monday and going to work. But definitely, I know I belong here, but it's different. You know, there's some adjustments. The game's faster. It takes a lot more as a quarterback at the next level than it does in college. So just learning all those things, and you know, I feel like I'm progressing well, but still got a lot of work to do.
We've got faith in you, Trevor. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, running back Nick Chubb agreeing to a 3-year extension worth $36.6 million. Our guy Rap Sheet also reporting it comes with $20 million fully guaranteed. Chubb has posted back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons and actually missed making it 3 straight, coming up just 4 yards short of 1,000 in his rookie season. Of course, Cleveland also has Kareem Hunt in the backfield. He is signed through the 2022 season. Clearly a 1-2 punch that is going to wreak havoc once again on the NFL. And according to the Pro Football Focus folks there, Nick Chubb has forced 168 missed tackles, guys, since 2018. The second most. The #1 is King Henry.
Well said. I think it's a great deal on both sides. Chubb makes a lot of money over the next 3 years. He can do another deal at the age of 29. And the Brown side, what they gave him makes him the sixth highest paid running back. He might be the best running back in the game. So it's nice to see that, a little bit of value for there. So Chubb in good company, his deal makes him, sixth highest in the league based on average pay per year. And I like that from the Brown side. Mike, do you think it's fair? What do you make of the deal?
Yeah, sometimes these deals are inflated because there's a big number on the back end that the player's never going to see because it's non-guaranteed money, so it's tough to compare this stuff. So what Chubb did said, give me the 3 years, I'm going to play all 3 years, and then like you said, Kay, I'm going to hit free agency again at the age of 29. Kyle, you like to reference it all the time. Rachel Lee Cook, she looks great. Throw glasses on her, right? 29 for a running back versus 30 for a running back, okay? He's going to hit the market again at 29. It's a much different thing for a player at that age, so he can hit it again. I think it's fair.
Bifocals Twitter, come after Kyle.
Yeah, Mike, I don't think that was my quote on Rachel Lee Cook. I think there's a sort of a swan effect, but I don't think it was,
Yeah, but not another teen movie. It's great. They do the whole thing.
They do. That's
the entire,
a different
it's
one.
awesome, yeah.
If you gave him a 6 or 7 year contract as a running back, by the time he gets to the end of his deal, he's going to be looked at as a guy who's aged or can't play anymore. But you give him a 3-year deal, which we all agree. Nick Chubb will play 3 years. He play at a high level. He's going to still be very young and at the top of his game. That means you get the re-up and you get another contract. I love this deal. I can care less about him being the 6th highest paid or him averaging, just under 13. It doesn't matter. For me, it's about re-upping. And this parallel society. If you have a job and you're working in the corporate world, don't lock yourself in 10 years. Get a few years, and then every once in a while you get to re-up and renegotiate your contract. And I feel like that's where Nick Chubb is. It's a great contract.
Autobiographical?
If you're good.
All right. So 2 things to judge if a running back is good, in my opinion: yards per carry is huge, and then how are they in the fourth quarter? Let's play a little game quickly. Let's show Nick Chubb's yards per carry per quarter. All right, per quarter last season. So 4.8 in the first, 4 in the second, 5.2 in the third. Go around the table quickly, closest to the pin. Guess what Nick Chubb's yards per carry in the fourth quarter was last year? Mike Garafolo, go. Guess.
I'm going to guess it's higher, 6.1.
6.1, Nate?
That's really high.
5.6.
5.6, K?
5.7, please, thank you.
5.7. All right, 6.1, 5.6. Show what Nick Chubb did in the fourth quarter, yards per carry last year.
Feeling good.
That'd be crazy.
I'm feeling good.
10!
Yeah!
10 yards per carry.
Is that
Guys,
serious?
that is a true fact. You can look it up. I have to credit to CBS Pick 6 Pod on Instagram. They found that, and it is real. He goes 10 yards a carry in the fourth quarter. Now, it's a little bit smaller because Kareem Hunt comes in and does a lot, but I don't give a damn. 10 yards per carry. Pay the man, Burleson.
Yeah.
Hey, I was closest to the pin,
Definitely.
albeit on the fringe, okay? But
You were 4 yards away, but 10 yards a carry, Cleveland. You got a great one. Hand on the ball. It's a first down every time. That's
And you
awesome.
didn't have to pay him in the top 3 of the position, which is crazy when you're giving an extension to a great player. We all know what a long-term deal does to hamstring a front office like Zeke Elliott and Todd Gurley have sort of done. I mean, a lot left to be discussed on the Zeke Elliott front. Now, coming up right here at the breakfast table, Tom Brady and the Bucs are seen as the favorites in the NFC by most. There's a team that thinks they're not too far behind.